Hey guys, welcome back. Today's video is going to be a what I eat in a day to lose weight. I've seen a lot of these videos going around, so I figured I would jump on the bandwagon and do one. Now, I do want to mention, for me, I don't need to lose a lot of weight, but I did go on a medication a few months ago, and it made me gain like about 7 pounds, and I was actually like pretty pissed about it because I read all the reviews on the medication and I told my doctor, I was like, you know, everybody says that they gain water weight and this and that. And she's like, no, you know, nobody has said that. And what do you know, took it for a couple months and I definitely gained the weight. So these meals and what I'm gonna share with you guys, if I stick to it, I can shed those pounds. And that's with like not really working out. Obviously, if you work out, that does contribute to it. For me, just like with my lifestyle right now and the time of year it is, I haven't really been working out as much as I should. And I know that sounds really bad, you guys. Also, you know, in my spare time, I make YouTube videos for you guys. So I don't work out as much as I should. But when I stick to eating these meals, it does help me to lose the weight. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel, hit the like button and the notification bell down below. And without further ado, if you guys would like to find out what I eat in a day to lose weight, then just keep watching. For breakfast, you guys, this is pretty much almost like what I eat every single day. It's these Quaker rice cakes. I like the apple cinnamon flavor. They have caramel, they have chocolate, but they're 50 calories each. So I have 2 for breakfast, and you know, the calorie content and everything's not too bad, if you guys can see. But if I was to just eat these alone, they would not fill me up for breakfast. So I add peanut butter. I spread peanut butter on top, and I've been using the Jif Whips. This peanut butter is a little bit less calories than normal peanut butter. I sometimes will use just the regular Jif as well. And they have flavors in this too, you guys, that's like the same amount of calories, but I just go with the regular peanut butter. I like how it tastes. But if you guys can see, normal peanut butter would be like 190 to 200 calories per 2 tablespoons. This is 140. And also peanut butter is low carb too. But what I love most about this combo is that it fills me up for like a couple hours, especially when I'm at work, you guys. Sitting at a desk all day, like it was just hard because all I wanted to do was just eat, but this fills me up until lunchtime, so that's what I like about it. So this is what it looks like, and I also wanted to mention that since the serving size for the peanut butter is 2 tablespoons, I like to try to put 1 tablespoon on each rice cake, just so I can stick to the serving size. So this is roughly, what, 240 calories for breakfast, and then I have coffee as well, which I'll show you in a second. But this is great, like I said, because it fills you up and it's so delicious. I just poured myself a cup of coffee. Now, I have drinking coffee black before, especially if you really want to lose weight. Drinking coffee black is not a bad idea, and I say that only because when you get into the creamers, the serving sizes are like 1 tablespoon. So adding 1 tablespoon to your coffee of creamer really isn't going to make a difference. You're usually pouring, and when you're pouring, you know, you don't count how many tablespoons it is. So drinking it black may be a good thing, especially if you're really trying to lose weight, and I have done that before. And if you are going to drink it black, what I would suggest is adding one of these stevia packets to your coffee. It makes such a difference. I like to use the pure organic stevia because obviously it's not the artificial sweeteners, which aren't good for you. These are non-GMO. And if I was to use regular sugar, that's just calories. So that's why I like to go with the pure organic stevia. But today, I need some creamer in my life, you guys. So I'm using this Natural Bliss almond milk creamer. It's non-GMO, which is great. And I believe 1 tablespoon is 30 calories. So when you're pouring your creamer into your coffee, you guys, you really need to be like aware. Like you need to literally just tip it down and tip it back like quickly. Because again, like you could be pouring and you could, by the time you're done, have like over 100 calories worth of creamer. So you really don't want that. You just have to kind of be a little more conscientious of it. I know, you know, sometimes it's hard for me to do, but the almond creamer is great too, because if you are lactose intolerant, you can drink that, and it you know, there's no dairy in it. It's not considered dairy. So I do like that one. I know that they do have different flavors in that. And I also wanted to mention too, I don't do it as often, but my husband drinks these creamers. These creamers aren't non-GMO, but I do love them. I think they're around the same calorie content as the almond milk one. But, you know, I've been on a daily basis drinking the almond milk one because it's a little bit healthier than this one. But I do drink these ones. These ones are great, you guys. Like, they have so many other different flavors. So I figured I'd mention that creamer as well. But anyways, so yeah, this is my breakfast and I am going to eat it. Okay, guys, so for lunch, I'm basically having a turkey wrap with an apple. And this is really simple. I would say the wrap itself is anywhere from like 150 to 200 calories. It's very low calorie. So first off, I will start off with the wrap. I do these Olay Extreme Wellness high fiber wraps, and the great thing about them, you guys, is that they're only 50 calories. If you get like regular tortilla wraps, or even like when you go out to eat at a restaurant, those wraps are like 200 calories. So those are great. Then next, what I like to do is use the Hellmann's light mayonnaise that you can see right there. 1 tablespoon is like 30 or 35 calories. So I really try to stay around that 1 tablespoon mark. I might go a little bit over. I don't measure or anything. I just kind of squirt it out into like what would a tablespoon would be. And then I just spread it quickly. Then I put some spinach down. This is just, you know, baby spinach that you can get anywheres. And then I like to put turkey down. So the turkey that I've got in this wrap, you guys, is the Boar's Head Maple Honey Turkey. I get this at my local deli, and I love this turkey. And I get it sliced thin. It's really, it's like a sweeter type of turkey. It's not like it's overly sweet, but I really do like it. And the turkey, I put like maybe 3 or 4 thin slices. So turkey's very low calorie, very low carb. And then after that, I sprinkled some of that Fiesta blend cheese. I think a serving of that cheese is like 1/3 of a cup. So again, I was kind of I kind of just sprinkled it sparingly. It definitely wasn't 1/3 of a cup. And then lastly, or actually not lastly, second to lastly, you guys can see some chopped red onions up on there. So I love onions, had to put those on. And lastly, I put a slice of this bacon, and I love this bacon, you guys, because you literally just put it in the microwave for like 30 seconds and it's cooked. So that is my lunch. I'm actually gonna stick it in the microwave just to heat it up a little bit so the cheese melts. But again, like this wrap, it's very low calorie. It's not that bad for you, you know, it's pretty healthy. And I also, some days I don't do an apple, but today I'm gonna do an apple. If I wasn't really trying to like lose this couple of pounds, you guys, I would probably have some like baby goldfish or some chips. But today we're gonna stick with an apple. I do try to eat an apple every day. So that is my lunch, you guys, and this will fill me up until dinner, which is great. Okay, guys, so I also wanted to mention quickly that throughout the week, I will also replace either breakfast or lunch on some days with a weight loss meal replacement. The one that I've been using that I love is the Lady Boss Lean, and I will have a link to it down below. That one I love because A, it tastes amazing. It tastes like cake, actually, to be honest with you guys. And B, it fills me up. I've tried other ones before, like Woman's Best. I ordered like a whole bunch of their supplements, and their meal replacement does not fill you up at all. This one actually does, so I just wanted to mention that I do the meal replacements a few times a week, especially like if I'm on the go. Okay, you guys, so for dinner, I've been doing this a lot lately. I normally make panko chicken once a week for my husband and me, and he loves it. But what I've been doing is I've been incorporating it into a salad, which you guys will see. So basically, I've got to pop this in the oven, but you just cut up some chicken breast. This is the thinner sliced chicken breast. And then I put some panko breadcrumbs in there, as you can see right there. And then some olive oil, which goes in that bowl. And I basically dunk the chicken in the olive oil, then in the panko breadcrumbs. Make sure you just shake off the excess olive oil because, you know, you don't want to have excess dripping from it. And then you just put it in the panko breadcrumbs, and that's what it looks like. And you are going to bake at 425. I bake it for 25 minutes. And what you can do, and I used to do it, and I probably should do it again, is around the 12-minute mark, you can flip these. But if I'm like, you know, not paying attention or I'm upstairs doing something, I just let them bake at 25 minutes and it's perfectly fine. So it's personal preference if you want to flip them or not, but that's what I do. So I'm going to throw these in the oven now. But if you guys are interested, the panko breadcrumbs, you just want to be like, you want to be a little bit conservative with them, but you know, this does make the chicken taste so much better, you guys, because I can't do just the plain chicken breast. Like, you know, even with seasoning, sometimes it's just so bland, but this Japanese style panko seasoning is really good, you guys. So I'm gonna throw this in the oven and then show you what my salad looks like. So dinner is done. I took 4 pieces of the panko chicken, and there's salad under, well, it's half spring mix, half spinach. So I sprinkled that underneath, and then I put some corn on it. I'm gonna add a little bit more. I just used the steamed fresh corn that you see right there. And then I'm gonna sprinkle some cheese on it. And normally I also will cut up some white or red onion depending on what I have. I ran out, but I will also put onions in that. I usually put red wine vinegar for dressing, but tonight I'm going to actually, you know, do a little bit more calories. So I'm gonna do this Ken's Steakhouse Light Creamy Caesar. And I do this very sparingly. Like I just literally sprinkle it, try to use just 1 serving, which is like 90 calories if you guys can see. But that is it for what I eat for dinner. And after dinner, I don't eat anything. And I do try to eat dinner before 7 o'clock or even earlier if I can, and then try not to eat the rest of the night. That does like help. Because, you know, it just helps, like, if you go to bed and you don't have, you know, a full stomach of food, it's a lot better for you. And I also will have a cup of tea at night usually, and I add some apple cider vinegar in that as well. It helps to just like aid in digestion, move things along, you know, so I do like to do that. But anyways, that is it for dinner.